everyone. Today, when we discussed about the different forms of business, the next step is to understand each of these forms into detail. So the first part which I'm going to start from today is basically dealing with sole proprietorship. As the term goes itself, sole trader or the sole proprietorship form of business is basically held, managed and controlled by a single individual. Sole means single and proprietorship means ownership. So the sole owner is going to be the owner of the business. It means that one person or an individual becomes the owner of the business. Thus, the business organization in which single person owns, manages and control all the activities of the business is known as proprietorship or sole proprietorship form of business. The individual who owns and runs the sole proprietorship business is known as a sole trader or sole proprietor. A sole proprietor pools and organizes the resources in a systematic way and controls the activities with the objective of earning profit. We all know that the major focus for each and every activity in business is to earn profit. So when a particular business is being owned, controlled, managed and financed by a single individual, it is known as a sole proprietorship form of business. The next thing which is coming under sole proprietorship is to define the definite with the help of a definition and going through the various characteristics features which are associated with the sole trader form of business. Definition of sole proprietorship is a business enterprise exclusively owned, managed and controlled by a single person with all authority, responsibility and risk is known as sole proprietorship. Now, what are the different characteristic features or the features that are associated with the sole trading or the sole proprietorship form of business? Number one is single ownership. Since the person himself is the only person who has invested, is managing and is controlling, so he is the sole owner of the business. No sharing of profit and loss, since there is no person or people who are associated with him who has contributed money or anything. So there is no sharing of profit and loss. So if in case he earns profit, he will enjoy that. In case he bears loss, so he has to bond on the losses. One man's capital, since there is no other person, like in case of partnership and joint stock company, the only person who is going to control or basically invest capital is the sole trader. There is only one man's control. The sole trader is the only person who is managing it, who is having the decision making power. So definitely he is the only person who is going to have the control of the business. Unlimited liability. Now this is something which is very important when it comes to sole trader form of business as well as partnership. Unlimited liability. Now suppose if I am the owner of a business and I am the only person who has invested in the firm, I am the person who is a sole trader. So in case of a loss and I have taken a loan from a bank, now how my debts are going to be covered? It is going to be covered from my personal property. So the liability of a sole trader is going to be unlimited. And less legal formalities, definitely if you don't have any partners, if you don't have anyone to share of things, there's a single ownership, management and control, then definitely there will be less legal formality because you don't require. There will be no conflict, there will be no problems as you are the single owner who owns the business, controls the business and manages the business as well. The next step is to understand what are the different advantages of sole proprietorship. We all know that it's very easy to form and wind up because I'm the only person, so I can take my decisions whether I want to continue or I want to withdraw. Direct motivations come from within because I know I am the only person, so there is no other way. I have to be motivated, so I will ensure that I am motivated enough to make sure things are being done and the profits for which the objectives have the organization is being made is being taken care of. Quick decisions and prompt action. No other person is there. Decisions can be quick and prompt actions can be taken. Better control because there is no conflict, you don't have to discuss, you don't have to decide, so control will be better. Maintenance of business secrets, since you are the person who is attending all the stakeholders because there is no other person, so definitely you will ensure secrets of yours are being kept with yourself. You also maintain the personal relation with all the stakeholders, which ensures flexibility in the operation. So everything which is basically going to affect the business, you are flexible because there is no other person, so there can be no conflict, there can be no issues. And this also encourages self-employment. That commences the advantages as well as the clarification and elaboration of the term sole proprietorship and this form of business. Next, I'll check partnership. Till then,